What if I told you that someone out there is lying awake right now, staring into the dark, entirely consumed by the memory of you? What if I told you that the silence of their room is deafening because their mind is replaying every single conversation, every missed opportunity, and every mistake they made with you? They are realizing, with a sudden breathtaking panic, that they completely shattered the rarest connection they have ever encountered. And now? Oh, the energy here is absolute electricity. Now, they aren't just feeling sorry for themselves. They are calculating. They are plotting. They are actively planning to step out of the shadows and show up in your life the way they should have from the very beginning. I need you to stay with me. Take a deep breath and anchor your energy right here, right now, because what the universe is about to reveal to you in this session is going to completely validate everything your intuition has been whispering to you in the quiet moments. Welcome to your safe space, beautiful souls. I am so deeply honored to connect with your energy today. Right off the bat, I need to express the sheer intensity of what is coming through the energetic field. The vibration here is heavy, thick with a mix of profound regret and a fiery, almost desperate determination. There is a specific individual lingering in your energetic orbit, and they are currently being dragged through a massive, inescapable spiritual awakening. This isn't a gentle nudge from the universe. This is a radical, foundational shift in their entire perspective on love, value, and what it actually means to build a life. This isn't just a fleeting moment of them missing your smile or feeling a little lonely on a Friday night. We are talking about a full-blown, undeniable epiphany. They have been forced to look in the mirror and confront the reality of the connection they shared with you, and more importantly, the tragic reality of how they let it slip right through their trembling fingers. The weight of their past choices is literally sitting on their chest. They are carrying this immense burden of knowing they chose the wrong path, and they are finally waking up from the fog of their own ego. I am seeing the energy of someone standing at the edge of a cliff, looking out at the vast, terrifying unknown. Once they were so reckless, so foolish in the way they handled your delicate heart. They treated your devotion as something guaranteed, playing games with your time, your emotions, and your spirit. But the irony here is so potent. Now, they want to take the ultimate leap of faith. They want to shed the armor of their past mistakes and dive into a completely blank slate with you. They want to wipe the slate clean, but not by ignoring the past. Rather, they want to prove that they can do it right this time. There is this innocent, almost vulnerable hope radiating from their soul. They are looking at your memory like you are the greatest adventure, the only destination that matters. And this time, they want to embark on this journey with deep intention, unshakable purpose, and their entire heart laid bare. But we have to talk about what triggered this sudden shift. The energy of sudden upheaval is dominating their current reality. Imagine a fortress built on false pride, suddenly struck by a bolt of cosmic lightning. Everything they thought they knew, everything they built to protect themselves from truly feeling, is crumbling to the ground in smoke and ash. This person has experienced a profound, shattering moment in their personal life. Something foundational crap. It might have been an external crisis, or it might have simply been the crushing realization of their own emptiness. But whatever shook them to their core forced them to evaluate the inventory of their life, their choices, their rigid priorities, their endless chasing of hollow victories. And you know what they found in the rubble of that realization? You. You were at the absolute center of it all. They realized that while they were busy running after things that stroked their ego, maybe it was a relentless pursuit of their career, a desperate cling to financial superiority, a deep-seated fear of emotional commitment, or just an obsessive need to stay in control of every narrative, they turned their back on the only thing that actually offered them true peace. They lost you, and the universe is showing me so vividly the agonizing reality of their nights. They are having these quiet, midnight moments of pure desperation where sleep is impossible. Your face, your voice, your energy, it is entirely consuming them. They are replaying your laughter, the comfort of your presence, the unmatched frequency of the bond you shared. It is eating them alive because they are painfully aware that what you offered them was a once-in-a-lifetime frequency. It was pure, it was rare, and they have looked for it everywhere else, only to find hollow echoes. I am hearing a very clear message from their higher self. They tried to walk away. They genuinely tried to force a narrative that leaving you or letting you go was the logical, sensible choice. They tried to pack away the memories and step forward into a new life. But the soul does not forget its mirror. Their heart is outright rejecting the lies their mind is trying to tell. Their spirit refuses to accept the ending they wrote. And here is where the energy shifts from melancholy to sheer, unadulterated urgency. This person is operating under the heavy assumption that you are entirely gone. They believe, down to their bones, that you have moved on, that you are out in the world radiating your brilliant light, dating someone who actually treats you right, and living your absolute best, most abundant life. They picture you confident, magnetic, and completely unbothered by their absence. And let me tell you, that specific thought is driving them absolutely mad. It is creating a wildfire of urgency within their spirit. There is a palpable energy of competition, here a primal need to step back into the arena and fight for you. They feel an overwhelming drive to prove themselves worthy of even a second of your time. Whether you are actually entertaining new love or simply basking in your own glorious solitude, the story they have woven in their head is lighting a massive fire under them. To understand why they ran, we have to look at the shadows of their past dynamic. There is a heavy, dark energy surrounding the way they used to operate. When you knew them, they were bound by invisible chains. They were suffocating under the weight of their own attachments, deep-seated codependencies, and toxic societal conditioning. They were trapped maybe by a chaotic financial reality, maybe by crippling internal anxieties, but mostly by an obsessive need to control their external environment because their internal world was a terrifying storm. This connection you shared wasn't just a fleeting romance. It was a soul bond. The emotional and physical pull was magnetic, undeniable, and deeply profound. But they did not have the emotional vocabulary or the spiritual maturity to handle that level of intensity. They were terrified of the vulnerability required to meet you at that depth. So, what did they do? They triggered a defense mechanism. They tried to control the pace, to dictate the terms, to pull back just when things got beautifully deep. I know so many of you will feel this in your solar plexus. They were the epitome of hot and cold. One day they were completely mesmerized by you, offering glimpses of a breathtaking future, validating the depth of the soul tie, and the very next day, they would retreat into their shell, erecting walls of ice, treating the profound bond as if it were nothing more than a casual passing glance. They gave you breadcrumbs when you deserved a banquet. That was their shadow self taking the wheel. That was them being completely immobilized by the belief that they were fundamentally unworthy of the pure love you were offering, or that they simply could not step up to be the partner you so clearly deserved. And if we are being completely honest, aligned with the truth of the universe, they were right. At that time, in that specific vibration, they were not capable of holding your light. They would have dropped it. But the energy has drastically shifted. I am seeing the waters calming, the merging of opposites, the delicate alchemy of a soul trying to heal. This person is deeply immersed in the painful, necessary work of self-correction. They are desperately trying to synthesize the chaos of their life into something resembling harmony, whether they are balancing their bank accounts, seeking therapy for their mental health, adjusting their toxic workaholic tendencies, or finally doing the shadow work required to become emotionally available. They are putting their hands in the dirt. They are not the same fractured version of themselves that walked away. They are making deliberate, calculated moves to rebuild their foundation, so they can actually offer you a safe harbor, a true partnership, something real, something that will stand the test of time. Yet, there is a beautiful element of divine timing woven into this tapestry. While they are rushing, feeling the burn of urgency and planning their grand return, the universe is holding the strings. Everything is being orchestrated perfectly to protect your highest good. Even as they plan this sweeping gesture, this desire to finally take you on that proper, beautiful date they always promised but never delivered, the cosmic clock is ticking exactly as it should. You are surrounded by a shield of divine protection. When they finally make their move, you will not have to guess. Your intuition, that quiet, powerful knowing in your gut, will instantly recognize whether their energy has truly transformed. or if they are simply wearing a new mask over the same old wounds. And how are they planning to return? They are stepping into an energy of immense structure and authority. This is not the energy of a late-night, hesitant text message. This is not a casual thinking of you. No. They are stepping into their divine masculine power, regardless of gender. They want to lead. They want to provide. They want to show you structure, discipline, and purpose. They are strategizing a return that commands respect. They want to look you in the eyes and show you, through undeniable action, that they are serious, that they hold you in the highest regard, and that they are finally capable of being the rock you always needed them to be. But listen to me closely, because this is where your discernment must be sharper than a blade. This energy of structure and control has a shadow side. When unbalanced, this desire to lead can quickly devolve into a rigid need to dominate the narrative. This person historically likes things done their way. They have a stubborn streak, deeply set in their own routines and belief systems. As they approach you, you must be ruthlessly observant. Are they genuinely coming to you with an open heart, ready to collaborate and compromise? Or are they trying to orchestrate a perfect, controlled scenario where they get to win you back strictly on their terms? I am being guided to address a specific block they had, and for some, still have. Material and financial instability was a massive wall between you two. This person may have talked a magnificent game, painting pictures of a grand future, but their reality simply did not match their words. They might have been so utterly obsessed with building their own empire, securing their own survival, that they had zero emotional bandwidth left for you. You are a soul of high value. You deserve a partner who stands beside you as a true equal, someone who does not require you to carry the heavy lifting of the relationship, either emotionally or financially. When they come forward with their beautifully crafted plans and grand promises, I need you to ground yourself completely. Watch their feet, not their lips. Demand consistency. Demand action. Because the most breathtaking part of this entire cosmic reading is not about them at all. It is about you. You are unrecognizable from the person who used to wait for their texts. You have walked through the fire of this separation and emerged as absolute gold. You have stepped so fully into your sovereignty, your confidence, and your inherent worth. You are embodying the ultimate energy of abundance, self-sufficiency, and radiant passion. You have built your own beautiful reality. You are not sitting by a window, pining for a ghost. You are moving forward, thriving, blooming. And let me tell you, they see it. From wherever they are watching, they see the glow up. They see the power radiating from your aura, and it is intoxicating to them. They know, with a sickening clarity, that they fumbled absolute royalty. Spirit is making it very clear to me right now. Their feelings are not fake. This is not an ego trip meant to string you along. The grief they feel over losing you is profound. The desire to make amends is rooted in deep, genuine affection. The emotional tether is still alive, humming with electricity. But, and this is the most crucial but, of this entire session, your compassion cannot override your common sense. You must protect your sacred energy. If you even consider granting this person access to your space again, it must be behind the strongest, highest boundaries you have ever built. They must prove that they can rise to meet your new standards. They must respect the kingdom you have built in their absence. Consistency is the only currency you should accept. A grand gesture in the honeymoon phase of reconciliation is easy. Maintaining that devotion when the dust settles is the true test of a changed soul. And here is a twist in the energetic fabric that I must share. Because you have raised your vibrations so magnificently, you have become a beacon. For many of you, this shift in your energy is not just attracting your past, it is calling in your future. There is fresh, untainted energy waiting just off stage. A new soul, or perhaps someone who has been quietly admiring you from the periphery, is preparing to step into your light. This is someone who comes without the heavy, exhausting baggage of the past. This is someone who sees your worth instantly, without needing a painful period of separation to realize what they have. They are ready to offer you the courtship, the dates, and the devotion you crave right off the bat. Spirit is pleading with you. Do not put blinders on. Do not close your beautiful heart to the expansive possibilities of the universe simply because you were holding your breath waiting for the past to apologize. Your time on this earth, the love in your heart, the energy in your spirit, these are the most precious commodities in the universe. They belong solely to those who treat them as sacred, not to those who make you question, wait, or shrink yourself to fit their timeline. The cosmic irony here is striking. The very fear that is propelling them toward you, the panicked urgency that they are running out of time, that you are slipping through their fingers forever, is the catalyst for their return. But I challenge you to ask yourself a deeply uncomfortable question. Do you want a partner who only realizes your immense value when they are threatened by the thought of another claiming you? Or do you desire a partner who stands firmly in your life because the simple thought of existing without you is unimaginable? There is a massive difference between love driven by fear of loss and love driven by profound appreciation. You deserve the latter. The vision of a proper courtship is incredibly vivid in their mind. They are romanticizing the journey they should have taken you on. They see the candlelight. They feel the warmth of your hand across a table. They hear the deep, uninterrupted conversations that build the unbreakable foundation of a true partnership. They want to make you laugh, to wipe away the tears they caused, to court you with the reverence you always deserved. And truthfully, if they have genuinely done the spiritual heavy lifting, if they follow through on these vivid intentions, the rebirth of this connection could be a beautiful, transformative experience. But the foundation of this new chapter must be built on the bedrock of sustained, changed behavior. Some of you carried deep scars from how casual and transactional the connection felt at times. The physical intimacy may have been profound, but the emotional follow-through was completely absent. You were treated as an option on a menu rather than the main event. The breadcrumbing, the stalling, the sudden disappearances, it chipped away at your self-esteem and made you feel fundamentally undervalued. I need you to know that they see that now. The blindfold has been removed. They are painfully aware that they treated a divine connection with the carelessness of a fleeting fling. They know you were meant to be honored, cherished, and proudly claimed. But awareness is only the first step on the mountain. Knowing they were wrong is meaningless if their actions do not radically align with that realization. Your soul, your higher self, is screaming at you right now to trust your internal compass. Do not let the intoxicating rush of their return, the sweet words, or your own lingering hopes override the quiet, steady voice of your intuition. Whatever happens next in this dynamic, please know that it is happening for you, not to you. Whether they rise to the occasion and prove their transformation, or whether you look at what they offer and confidently walk away toward a brighter horizon, this entire experience is serving your ultimate spiritual expansion. There's a massive doorway opening in the quantum field right in front of you. The universe is practically begging you to walk through it and begin anew. This might mean walking into the arms of a completely new love story, one unburdened by the ghosts of the past. Or it could mean stepping into a radically reformed, totally new paradigm with this person from your past, but only on entirely new, non-negotiable terms rooted in absolute mutual respect. You are not meant to remain anchored to the old versions of your life. You are not meant to accept the bare minimum simply because someone finally learned how to say they are sorry. You are the architect of your reality. You hold the pen. You get to decide, right here and right now, the caliber of love you will allow into your sacred space. As we navigate these deep cosmic currents, I must gently remind you that this is a general intuitive reading. Energy is fluid, and the universe speaks to us all in unique ways. Please only take the messages that deeply resonate with your specific soul's journey and gracefully leave behind anything that does not align with your current reality. Always trust your own internal compass above anything else, and remember that you possess the ultimate free will to shape your destiny. This reading is for spiritual insight and entertainment, and your personal interpretation is your greatest power. So, beautiful soul, what is your next step? Where do you go from here? First and foremost, anchor deep into your own knowing. Trust that you understand the intricacies of this dynamic better than anyone else. You will feel it in your bones if their energy has genuinely purified, or if they are simply acting out of a temporary panicked fear of losing you. Second, build your throne and sit firmly upon it. Do not lower the drawbridge of your boundaries just because someone is finally offering you the bare minimum you asked for a lifetime ago. You have evolved. Your standards must reflect the queen you have become. Third, remain wildly open to the universe. Do not put blinders on for one person and miss the spectacular blessings trying to make their way to you. They know they made a devastating mistake. The regret is palpable, the love is real, and the desire to court you properly is entirely genuine. But your purpose on this earth is not to be their savior, to absolve them of their guilt, or to heal the wounds they inflicted upon themselves. Your only job is to fiercely honor your own spirit. Protect your profound peace and invest your golden energy only where it is matched, celebrated, and deeply valued. You are worthy of a love that is certain. A love that does not have to shatter you to realize your worth. You are worthy of a love that gets it right. If this message found its way to your heart today, if it sparked a light of clarity, validation, or hope within your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our beautiful community. The algorithm can be tough, and by engaging, sharing, and dropping a comment below about what resonated, you are energetically helping this vital message reach the exact souls who are praying for this guidance right now. Thank you so deeply for sharing your time and energy with me. I am sending you a tidal wave of unconditional love, infinite blessings, and the fierce clarity to choose the path that serves your absolute highest good. Trust yourself. You hold all the power until our energies cross again. Stay luminous, beautiful souls.